This is African American History is American History. You've heard the phrase, America runs on Duncan. Well, there wouldn't be a Duncan, or America for that matter, if it weren't for Black people. Look around, and you'll see the truth. Black Americans built this nation from sea to shining sea. The very White House that Donald Trump took a wrecking ball to was constructed through the sweat, blood, and stolen labor of enslaved Africans. Many of America's greatest architectural marvels and transportation innovations were designed, engineered, and built by Black hands. The title of this episode, Blacks Built America, isn't just hyperbole. It's a historical fact. It speaks to the crucial, often erased role that African Americans played in shaping this nation through centuries of their forced labor, brilliance, resilience, and innovation. Enslaved people constructed foundational infrastructure like the White House, the U.S. Capitol, major roadways, and early rail systems, as well as creating enormous wealth through agriculture, wealth that primarily benefited white America. After emancipation, Black workers remained essential to the nation's economic engine in agriculture, industry, construction, and military service. Black inventors, architects, engineers, and visionaries also transformed the country's physical and cultural landscape in ways that continue to shape American life today. In this special episode, we'll introduce you to just a few of the Black pioneers you should know. Benjamin Banneker, Philip Reed, and Paul Revere Williams. How much do you really know about Benjamin Banneker? Did you know he was an author, scientist, mathematician, farmer, astronomer, publisher, and urban planner? And he was self-taught. If you don't know all this, stick around. Benjamin Banneker was born in Baltimore County, Maryland on November 9, 1731. His father was a former slave and his mother a free woman. Young Benjamin had very little formal education and was largely self-taught. His maternal grandmother taught him to read and write, and for a very short time, he attended a small Quaker school. Have you ever driven around Washington, D.C.? You ever wonder how the street patterns were designed? Well, partly you have Benjamin Banneker to thank for that, though probably not so much if you're stuck in traffic. In January of 1791, a French-American military engineer named Pierre Charles L'Enfant, friends just called him Peter, had prepared the initial plans for a future capital city which would become the District of Columbia. However, in March of 1792, President George Washington fired L'Enfant because of his insistence on micromanaging every aspect of the city's planning, which resulted in heated conflicts with the three commissioners that Washington appointed to supervise the Capitol's construction. So, Peter was out, and at the request of then Secretary of State Thomas Jefferson, Major Andrew Ellicott, a U.S. surveyor who had helped map many of the territories west of the Appalachians, was in. Ellicott served as a teacher in survey methods for Meriwether Lewis of Lewis and Clark fame. Ellicott had worked with L'Enfant surveying the city, so he was up to speed and able to complete the plans. Though Ellicott made revisions to the original plans, L'Enfant is still credited with the overall design of the city. Many of those changes, including the capital district, were suggested by Ellicott's assistant, Benjamin Banneker. Most people are unaware of just how brilliant Benjamin Banneker was. As a young man, he constructed an irrigation system for the family farm. After his father died, he continued to run the farm for years, cultivating a booming business selling tobacco. And in his free time, he built a wooden clock that was said to have kept accurate time and ran for more than 50 years until his death. Benjamin Banneker loved looking up at the stars, so naturally he taught himself astronomy. He accurately forecasted lunar and solar eclipses. Benjamin Banneker's knowledge of astronomy helped him author a commercially successful series of almanacs. Between 1792 and 1797, these handbooks included his own astronomical calculations, as well as opinion pieces, literature, medical and title information. This is African American History is American History. In 1863, the Statue of Freedom, which depicts a female figure wearing a military helmet holding a sheathed sword in her right hand and a laurel wreath and shield in her left, was placed atop the dome of the newly completed U.S. Capitol. It's a remarkable feat of architecture that has continued to inspire people for generations. But what most people don't know is that the statue was built by Philip Reed, an African-American master craftsman who had been enslaved before he was emancipated under the District of Columbia Compensated Emancipation Act. Reed's remarkable skills in bronze casting were recognized in the 1860s, and he played a crucial role in casting the Statue of Freedom. For almost 2 decades, Reed worked tirelessly at the foundries of self-taught sculptor Clark Mills before he was emancipated. Philip Reed was born into slavery sometime around 1820 in Charleston, South Carolina. He was emancipated on April 16, 1862, as per the District of Columbia Compensated Emancipation Act. After having worked at the foundry for almost 2 decades as an enslaved apprentice to Clark Mills, Reed's skills in working with bronze casting were finally being recognized. This is African American History is American History. Philip Reed helped to install the Statue of Freedom on top of the United States Capitol, which was completed on December 2nd, 1863. In 1928, Tennessee Representative Finis J. Garrett presented a paper honoring Reed for his, quote, faithful service and genius, end quote, describing the key role he played in casting the Statue of Freedom. This paper is now part of the Congressional Record. A memorial plaque honoring Philip Reed was unveiled on April 16, 2014, the 152nd anniversary of emancipation, in the National Harmony Memorial Park in Hyattsville, Maryland. The plaque reads, quote, Philip Reed, the slave who built the Statue of Freedom atop the U.S. Capitol, died a free man on February 6, 1892, and is buried here. End quote. Philip Reed's story is a testament to the power of determination and the ability to overcome adversity. It's a reminder that anything is possible with hard work and dedication. His legacy lives on, and his contribution to the Statue of Freedom will be remembered for generations to come. Paul Revere Williams was born in Los Angeles, California on February 18, 1894. He was a highly accomplished architect who embarked on designing homes and commercial buildings in the early 1920s. Over the course of his career, he designed approximately 2,500 buildings. Practicing mostly in Southern California, Williams designed the homes of numerous Hollywood celebrities, including Frank Sinatra, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, Lon Chaney, and Barbara Stanwyck. Although a significant number of his designs were located in the Los Angeles area, many others were situated across the globe. Now, what's remarkable about Paul Williams is that he accomplished all of this as a pioneer, being African American in an industry that was predominantly white. This is African American History is American History. Paul Revere Williams studied architectural engineering from 1916 to 1919 at the University of Southern California, where he earned his degree. At age 25, he won an architectural competition, and 3 years later, opened his own office. In 1923, Williams made history by becoming the first black architect to join the prestigious American Institute of Architects. In 1957, he was further recognized by the AIA when he became the first black member to be inducted into its College of Fellows. During World War II, Williams worked for the Navy Department as an architect. Paul Revere Williams died in Los Angeles, California on January 23, 1980. He was 85 years old. This has been African American History is American History. I'm Harlan Kearsley. Thank you for listening. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Once you do, you'll be notified as soon as new episodes are posted. Thanks again, and please stay safe.